Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this green shaded triangle APD fully inscribed in a circle with a center O, as you can see in this given diagram, such that AD is the diameter of this circle, and moreover ABCD is our trapezoid, with the point P as the point of tangency. And furthermore, this segment AB length is 4 units, and the segment CD length is 9 units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded triangle APD. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. I am going to connect this center O of this circle with this point of tangency P, as you can see in this next step. And now let's make an observation. We can see this AO is the radius of this circle. I'm going to label this one as lowercase r. Likewise, this OD is the radius as well, so I'm going to label this one as radius lowercase r. And finally, this OP is the radius as well, so I'm going to label this one lowercase r radius as well. And now let's recall the circle theorem. According to this theorem, the angle between the radius and the tangent line will always be exactly 90 degrees. So no wonder this angle has got to be our 90 degrees angle, since this is our radius and this is our tangent line. And now in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular AE on this radius OP. And likewise, I have dropped this perpendicular OF on this side CD as well. And now these angles are 90 degrees, and likewise, since these angles are 90 degrees as well. So therefore, we conclude that this segment AE is parallel to this segment OF, and these are parallel to this side BC as well. Now let's focus on these two right triangles. This right triangle AEO, and this other right triangle DFO. And now we can see that these two right triangles, the right triangle AEO and this other right triangle DFO, are our congruent triangles, since these sides AO is equal to this side OD. And moreover, this angle is 90 degrees, and likewise this angle is 90 degrees as well. So therefore, we conclude that this side AE must be equal to this side OF, as you can see in this given equation. And now we know that this AE segment equal to this segment BP, and likewise this OF segment is equal to this segment PC. So therefore, we conclude that this segment BP must be equal to this segment PC, as you can see in this given equation. And if I label this segment BP as X, then this segment PC is going to be X as well. In other words, these two segments are equal in length. And now let's recall the Thales Theorem. According to this theorem, if the points A, P and D are the distinct points on the very same circle, and the line AD is the diameter, then the angle APD is going to be a right angle. In other words, it's going to be a 90 degrees angle. So no wonder this angle APD has got to be our 90 degrees angle, since the points APD are on the very same circle, and AD is the diameter. And now let's assume alpha and beta are our two complementary angles. In other words, the sum of these angles, alpha plus beta, must be equal to 90 degrees. And now we are going to focus on these two right triangles, this right triangle ABP and this other right triangle DCP. If I label this angle our angle alpha, we know this is our 90 degrees angle, so therefore this angle has got to be our angle beta. And now we know that this angle is our 90 degrees angle. So therefore this angle has got to be our angle alpha. And now in this triangle, we know this angle is a 90 degrees angle. So therefore this angle has got to be our angle beta. So thus we conclude that these two right triangles, the right triangle ABP and the other right triangle DCP, are our similar triangles according to angle-angle similarity theorem. In other words, this triangle is similar to this triangle. And since these two triangles are similar, so therefore we are going to have a proportion. In other words, the ratio of the segments BP and AB must be equal to the ratio of CD and PC. And now let's make an observation. We can see our BP segment is X. So therefore I'm going to replace this one with X. And likewise this segment PC segment length is X as well. So I'm going to replace this one X as well. And moreover this segment AB length is 4 units. So I'm going to replace that one with 4. And finally this CD segment length is 9 units. So I'm going to replace this one with 9 over here. And now we are going to cross multiply. So therefore x squared turns out to be equal to 4 times 9 is 36. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our x value simply turns out to be 6 units. So thus this x value turns out to be 6, and likewise this x value is 6 as well. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle ABP, and we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle to find the value of this hypotenuse AP. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. In our case our hypotenuse is AP, whereas our two other legs are 4 and 6. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 4 square plus 6 square equals to segment AP square. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our AP segment length simply turns out to be square root of 52. So therefore this hypotenuse length simply turns out to be square root of 52. And now we are going to focus on this other right triangle DPC, and we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle as well to solve for this side DP length. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again: a square plus b square equal to c square. In our case our hypotenuse is DP, whereas our two other legs are 6 and 9. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 6 square plus 9 square equals to dp square. So therefore our dp square value is going to be 117. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore our dp segment length simply turns out to be the square root of 117. So therefore this hypotenuse dp length is going to be the square root of 117. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this green shaded triangle APD. And now let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height of the triangle. In our case the base of this triangle is square root of 52, whereas the height is square root of 117. So therefore this green shaded triangle area is going to be a half times the square root of 52 times the square root of 117. And now we are going to multiply these ones. If we multiply, that is going to give us square root of 52 times 117 is going to give us 6084. So therefore we ended up with 1 divided by 2 times square root of 6084. And now the square root of 6084 is 78. So therefore we can write 1 divided by 2 times 78. That is going to give us 39 square units, the area of this green shaded triangle APD. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, our area of this green shaded triangle turns out to be 39 square units. That's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.